What's up, world? My name's TJ. My dad Randy and I are here to talk about movies. So my family and I, we love nothing more than Friday nights making homemade pizza and watching movies. So we had this idea to create a new rating system for films based on pizza. So an average pizza has 8 slices. So we're going to judge these movies on a scale of 8. And we're going to create some amazing pizza too. So we're going to break these movies down, we're going to rate them, and we're going to compare them to other movies from the past that might have similar themes or maybe inspired these films that you might enjoy. So we hope you listen, we hope you stick around, and we hope you make some pizza yourself and enjoy the film.
What's up, you guys? My name's TJ.
And I am Rendo.
Welcome back to Real Slices.
And today we're going to break down some live action remakes and talk about how we feel about these remakes.
Yeah, so what brings us to this discussion is a couple recent movies that were made. And so when we're talking about live action remakes, we're talking about an animated film that's brought to real life using real actors and, computer graphics. So today I'm going to be talking about the new Lilo and Stitch remake, and then Rando is going to take it away with a How to Train Your Dragon review in part 2, which will show up soon.
All right, so that's good. So, we have our different ways that we judge things. So let's talk about this. How do we judge the remake versus an older movie?
Yeah, so I have a couple ways I kind of break it down. First of all, I think about what was the intention of the movie? Was it to reinvent the franchise, or just to reintroduce the characters and the stories to younger generations that maybe couldn't see the original? So that's where I start, and then I like to look at what they did right and what they did wrong, or what they could have done better, and then overall, just did the movie work? Like, we're gonna talk about it and say, like, did this work as a remake or was it a flop? So yeah, that's how I do it.
Okay. Given that, fair enough. I like that. 3 simple steps. A, why did they do it? What did they do right and wrong? And were they successful? Is it worth seeing? So why don't you kick off? Let's talk first about why you think Disney decided to do a live action remake of Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, so I thought, when it comes to the intention, I think it was really Disney just wanting to bring back this character, this really good story, and bring it into real life in this like modern world. And I think I think largely it's probably because they just wanted younger kids that didn't see the original to love the movie.
Yeah, I guess so. And right, time flies because you were you were young when it came out, and I forget how
Yeah,
long it's been. So that's fair.
been a
Like, let's
while. Yeah,
reintroduce it.
been a
Yeah.
while. So I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool that they brought Stitch back. My kid and all his friends really liked it. So I think for the most part it did a good job. Did justice.
Um,
It's yes.
yeah, I enjoyed it too. In general, I was, I'm kind of always skeptical, and it came out. I'm like, it worked. Yeah, overall, it
Yeah.
worked.
Cool. Yeah, so yeah, I thought it really kept the same, heartfelt message of the original
Uh-huh.
cartoon, you know, like love your family and like stick together, work through
Sure.
the hard times and stuff. And I mean, it's just always so much fun to watch Stitch just go crazy and do like maniac stuff.
I know, right? It's like when I visit you, and you're like, we have one boy, he's normal, and now we start putting boys together, pack animals, and suddenly
Oh yeah.
there's one kid that's like Stitch that just winds everybody up, and pretty soon it is total chaos. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I mean,
relatable.
like,
Yeah.
especially, yeah, having a young son now, I mean, you really just see that manic energy. So it's a perfect movie for the family.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. Just date night, you know, anything. It's really it's funny, it's heartwarming. So yeah, let's talk about what they did right. You know, what do you think that they did right?
One thing I loved were the characters. So I always wonder, like, okay, you have a cartoon, animated thing.
Yeah, sure.
How is that going to translate to a live action person? And I think their casting nailed it.
Apologies.
Sydney Agudong is Nani. I thought spot on.
Yeah.
Maia Kealua as Lilo, and then Kaipo Dudo as David. Absolutely nailed it, spot on for me. I had no distraction thinking, wait, that's not them. That's not them. I was totally in and believable.
Yeah.
So that I really liked. And
I agree.
There's different things, discussions about, why to make live action remakes. You talked about maybe introduced to a new audience, reinvent this franchise, update for modern technology. Maybe they built on following. So I wanted to follow up with what you talked about. One thing I discovered was in my research was that Lilo apparently kind of has a cult following already, so there's might be a little bit of building upon that. So,
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, kids love Lilo and Stitch. Things I think they did right. Yeah, I think the casting was spot on.
Yeah.
The music was a nostalgia trip, took me back.
Yeah.
Really good music. I like they added a couple new things. This new Auntie character, which I thought was a good addition. And like you were saying to me before, it's like very traditional with Hawaiian culture to have like this like auntie person in your life. So I liked her character. I thought she was funny and like kind of sassy. She was funny. Yeah, I thought all the actors were great. So yeah, and like I just think it was beautifully animated as well. I think they achieved a good look. Like sometimes with those live action remakes, the characters they don't like work right. But I think it was good.
Yeah.
I thought I enjoyed it. Now things that we might say they could have done better, or
now, hold on.
maybe...
Before we go into that, let's take a break. I forgot we got too far. Let's take a break and let's look at the trailer.
Yeah,
like what we
let's
talked
go for
about,
it. Yeah, sure.
the relationship, the children, the auntie, and all that stuff. So let's take a look.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
I love that.
He's trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
Straight out of the first one. Love that line.
Is caught in your crosshairs.
Shooting star! I wish for a friend.
Oh, poor baby.
Friend.
What the hell?
There's your music.
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Down from there!
Look like an enemy.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No, it's on the table.
You should have said
I totally love that. Like, I'm ripping this thing off. That's hilarious. So, there we get the feel of it. Lovely. The characters, Rick said that, right? Those guys are spot on.
Yeah, and I mean, and Stitch was like, like you said, just like super spot on. The timing was like, very similar to the original one, like the comedic timing and stuff. So yeah, overall, for the most part, I think they did most of the things right. Now, things that you think they might have made a mistake on.
Yeah,
or
what didn't work for you?
For me, my biggest issue with the movie was, one of my only real issues was they took away the main villain from the original. this super huge threatening alien bounty hunter dude. They got rid of him. So we lost the whole climax of the first original movie, which I was really sad about that because I was really looking forward to seeing the epic conclusion with like, I'm pretty sure there was like lava and like crazy, like, laser fights and stuff. But so instead of that character, I can't remember his name.
Gantu.
Gantu.
I had to look it up. Yeah, Gantu. Because until you told me, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about the big whale looking guy, Gantu. Yeah.
So that was a bummer. And so then instead of having this like totally badass like villain character, we get just like the scientist who made Stitch, who's basically kind of a bumbling idiot.
The idiot scientist, the savant, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So and on the note of the villain, they also made him change his accent to just in the original he had like this like thick kind of like Russian accent, and apparently from what I heard they told him not to use any accent because of this stereotype that every villain has to be like have some weird like European accent that's just kind of like it like it could be anything. Like, and I thought that was a bummer because I liked his funny voice in the beginning in the first one. And also, it's just kind of weird. I mean, he's an alien. He's from outer space. So why is he talking just with this? Why does he have to talk with just a boring, like, American accent? So that was a little nitpicky, but.
Yeah, I got to say that. Are we too woke? We can't go have an accent, something somewhere on Earth. You're right. Like, you're right. It actually,
it's nonsense.
It toned down that character, right?
Yeah, it really did.
Oh, it's just, then who is he if he's not this,
I mean, he's supposed to be a mad scientist, but he just kind of talks like a geek. And I'm like, so this guy is making like crazy experiments of like genetic mutations and stuff. So that was weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it was kind of a bummer. And then on another note about the villains, I didn't like how they made them. They had like some technology where they were disguised as human beings, so then it was just the live action actors just acting it out, which I thought was also kind of a bummer because it would have been really funny to see these weird aliens in like horrible disguises, just like the original movie. Because then like people are like looking at them funny, like something's wrong with this dude. Like this is not right.
You're right. And I wondered, right, how do they tackle that? But you're right. I think they probably lost comedic value there and not having them a little off and weird. And because that's part of the comment, like, really? Do people really not understand? Well, where do you jump the shark? You bought into the fact that everyone thinks this is a dog or they don't think it's a dog. So I think you're right. They could have, and I kind of wonder if they tried it out because I think there's comedic value in that. You're exactly right. These people probably don't belong.
Yeah, and so on those are like I think that's basically my only and then the one other thing we'll talk about is the ending. I guess we don't really want to I don't know if we want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it possibly. But
okay, spoiler alert. We're going to talk about the ending. I'm going to be talking about it because it's one of the issues I have with it, right? Where I'm pulling back a pizza slice. So we can talk about that.
Yeah, go for it. We gave the spoiler alert, so we're good to go.
Yeah, spoiler alert. So turn off. Okay, so and it's been a while since about
it's been on.
So the thing I love, like you talked about, that they maintained Ohana, right? This sense of family in Hawaii, and we get it because your sister lived there.
Yeah,
and although she's hardly from the mainland, pretty soon she's talking about people, their aunties and uncles, and it's a very familial relationship that people have. And like you said, that's what was so great about adding the neighbor, the auntie.
Yeah.
And what this movie is about a sacrifice, right? I mean, they've lost their parents and Nani has to take care of Lilo. I mean, that's the whole point of it. And in the end of the cartoon, they're like, okay, after all this, we're cleaning up and we're moving on.
Yeah.
And this is where I did not like it because in my opinion, for a screenwriter, you never make an ex machina moment, right?
Yeah.
So in this, they have a device that in the end allows Nani to go pursue her dream. So first thing I did like about the script change is that Nani had more backstory. Who was she? Oh, she was this championship surfer. She wants to go be a marine biologist. in San
Yeah.
Diego. I don't know why not University of Hawaii, but anyway,
Yeah.
why not University of Hawaii? Then she wants to do that.
That's silly.
And so they have this device that allows her essentially to do that and be at school during the day and come home to see Lilo at night. So
yeah.
There's no-
Like, what was the
there's no
point of
sacrifice.
that? Yeah, I totally agree.
Right.
Like, it's like building up for this like moment where this character is going to grow and be able to move on, but then they have this teleporting gun, so like, okay, you built it up like they were going to miss each other, and then they're like, oh, just kidding, we
Yeah.
hang out every night. I'm like, that was just really unnecessary to me.
Pull their punches. Yes, you pull your
Yeah,
punches. And I would
definitely.
rather have it like the original ending. I think kids are more
Yeah, they're just
sophisticated
happy together.
today.
They grew as a family, and now they just
Right.
have this cool alien dog thing. I
Right.
think that's a much just a much stronger ending. Yeah, that was a weird thing to me.
Yes. I mean, at my point, I thought the first ending that was what it was about was these girls and Stitch come together as a family and go, okay, we are all now putting our lives back together and we're moving on together, as opposed to this magical, okay, everybody gets what they want. So anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So we had 8 slices for a full pie. What's your rating for us this on Lilo and Stitch today?
So, because of those things I mentioned, I have to take back a couple slices. Just the main villain and the ending and just the choices with the villains. I'd probably give it like maybe 5 out of 8 slices.
Okay.
But although I'm like not a perfect score, every movie has their flaws. But I really enjoyed the movie. It was still
Sure.
very fun. Definitely recommend it, especially if you have a family. What
You
about
bet.
you? What would you give it?
I don't know. But okay, here it is. Your family's getting ready to go out. You want to go seal. What kind of pizza are you having then? What do you serve?
Hawaiian all the way. Are you kidding me? Gotta go Hawaiian.
There we go. So here's the question of the day. I've never done. Do we put ham and pineapple, or do we maybe slice up some Spam nice and thin and put on there?
We need to experiment with that. We need to do that.
We
That
do.
sounds
Okay.
that sounds really fun. It could actually be very good.
right,
I would imagine.
And when
It's
I get
done
out there, we're
correctly.
doing it, dude. Next
Yeah.
time we're together, we're making a Hawaiian pizza, and we'll show everybody Spam and pineapple.
Yeah, and maybe
when in Hawaii.
we might make a little tutorial video for you guys.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
All right. So for me,
So what would you rate it? Yeah.
Yeah, I have my patented movie rating system here for remakes, which is 2 slices for faithfulness, okay, 2 slices for innovation, 2 slices for emotional impact, and 2 slices for watchability enjoyment. All right, faithfulness. They only get 1 slice out of 2 from me.
Yeah.
Like you said, I love the movie. It's faithful. It's all, but the cheap
The-
ex machina trick
yeah.
just it killed me. I'm like, what was that? Why did you do that?
Completely
kind of
unnecessary. Yeah.
you lost that whole point of Ohana staying together, right? They keep hammering it. Ohana, nobody
Yeah,
gets
like-
left behind. Yeah. So anyway, okay. Emotional impact. Again, I pulled back a slice for the very same reason.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the big payoff in the end is when they all come together and when they get this cheap
Yeah.
gimmick where they get to do that. You pulled your punches. Why do it?
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
Watchability and enjoyment. 2 slices, like you, I loved it. There's no complaints about watching it. Go
Yeah.
watch it, have fun. It's great for everybody.
Definitely. If you want to have
and-
a good time and laugh, go watch it.
Yeah. Oh yes, innovation. I did give them 2 slices for innovation. No, I got to pull 1 back because I think what you brought up to me was, wait a minute, they got rid of Gantu, and also they made those 2, the doctor and his sidekick, generic. And they're still funny actors, by the way.
Yeah,
but they're kind of
funny.
generic. There's no accent, so you kind of, you lost opportunity there. So I guess I'll be going 5 slices on that.
Yeah.
5 out of 8.
That also reminds me, I heard they refused to let Zach Galifianakis improvise anything, and I bet he had some hilarious moments. But because he's great at improvisation, so.
Yeah, he's like a Robin Williams thing, and like I'm thinking, if you're filming, you're doing scenes, like let that go, let's see where it goes. You can always cut that out, edit it out, whatever.
They were very strict about that. Maybe it could be due to budget because they didn't want to have to film any extra scenes. They probably like, I don't know. I think they were trying to
Right.
hit a quota and a time limit. So who knows? But it could have been some good golden moments with that if they had went that direction.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because as I was reading stuff, they talked about Gantu and stuff. They're like, well, it had a modest budget for Disney, and it was like
that doesn't make sense to me.
$100 million. I went, oh my god, really? Holy cow! What the amount that movies cost to produce? It's insane.
It is nuts. But
All
the
right.
animation looked amazing, so I'm guessing most of the budget went just to the animation alone.
Yeah,
But
all
yeah,
the things.
still lovely movie. Would
Lovely
definitely
movie.
recommend.
You betcha.
So we're gonna come back with a part 2, and we're gonna talk about the new How to Train Your Dragon remake. So go check that out. Go watch more movies and eat more pizza.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time on Real Slices.